I'll be right here. You be right here. I'm actually my fault. I thought you asked the wall. Alright, so everybody, anybody not see their mat neighbor? Like who you practice next to? Were you aware who you practice next to? That's me. All right. Y'all want fans on or are you good? Is everybody loud?
There it is.
Cool. Hi guys. How are you? Are you super happy? Hello. That's fine. How are you ladies back there? Good. How are the sinuses? So got it. No, I gave her.
You gotta get some of that breathe. Yeah.
Breathe, essential. Sure. And a neti pot. All right. So, welcome. I didn't preface this. Y'all might have found this out last week, but Marty Kelly are here. They're at Fit to Lead with Barron, so they're with Barron right now, which is really amazing. They're just amazing leaders. I'm so grateful to get to learn from them. And I get to be here with you guys. So thank you. We missed you guys last week. So the cleanse or reset or whatever you want to call it happened this past week. So, I mean, I'll say for myself, it just brought a lot of awareness. Who did the 3-day, whatever it was, whatever it looked like? Okay, cool. And just so you know, I'm not sure Courtney, like you could do that at any time. Like it doesn't have to be week, or whatever. But for me, it was just a lot of awareness around how often I just grab for stuff. Like, and someone told me when they were here picking up their juices and stuff that's been very quiet, except for the rumbling in the belly. Like I wasn't going out or like rushing to go to dinner with people or whatever. It was very quiet. And I was like, I like that. That makes a lot of sense. So for me, I'd see like cashews hanging out on the counter and just be like, they're so beautiful. And normally I'd just be like, handful of, So it's just an awareness. Not to say I'll never do that again, because I think I already have, but awareness around that. So who would like to just quickly share? It could be about that. It could be just about the week in general and restoration.
So for me, this is Maureen.
Yeah,
for me, the first day, what I just noticed was just like actual action of like eating that like I was missing. Like I wasn't hungry. I wasn't like missing food necessarily. It was just the actual action of putting something in your mouth and chewing, as opposed to just in and down.
Right.
But which I think is good.
Yeah. I remember I ate really slow that first meal that I had. And then no, I like that. Sure. Anybody else? Dan?
I hated it. Just simple. Hated it. But day one, headaches because no caffeine. Day two, partial headaches. Hunger pangs all the time. I was hungry 5-10 minutes later after drinking as opposed to eating. We'll never do it again. Lost unnecessary pounds. All I could think about was Friday, which was day 4 of eating steak, which I did, eating burger, which I did. Didn't realize this is probably one of the biggest eye-opener things. Didn't realize, but because I was always hungry, how many commercials there are watching TV that is food restaurant related. And everything I saw, like normal foods, I'd be like, yuck. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Was there anything at all besides commercials that you, like, even though you hated it?
As far as the positive, yes.
Because the opposite of hate is love, so like.
Right. I mean, well, okay, hate is a strong word. I don't really hate it. Definitely would never do it again. The biggest takeaway as far as the positive part of it was I will implement better eating habits. Definitely implement more of the juice smoothies, as opposed to like grabbing chips.
Okay.
So I mean, that's probably the positive away from that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I will never do it again.
Alright. And you don't have to. Yeah. Olivia.
I didn't like it either. And the reason why, and I think part of it is I was noticing that I was grabbing things that I didn't need during the regular day, but I also don't think that was enough calories to sustain my body. So the first day, I had really bad headaches. I practiced, and my friends could tell you I was down half the time. And so I said something to Kelly and Lauren. They're like, "Oh, add some fruits and veggies." And then as soon as I did that, everything was a lot better. So I think just noticing what our bodies really truly need is what I was taking away from it, is that my body is fine with less calories, but it needs a little more than I think what it was 800. So I think it needs more than that. And then I think, people were like, I felt lighter afterwards. I didn't feel very different afterwards. I felt like I peed a lot, so that was good for my body. But I just didn't feel, like, for me, like what I went through for 3 days wasn't enough for the feeling that I felt afterwards.
Cool. Yeah, and that's why we all get our own experience, which is great. So here, real quick.
Well, I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but when I started my first real meal, it was so hard to eat real food. Like I ate so we went to sushi, and normally I can eat a roll and a half. I had miso soup and 6-piece sushi, and it was way too much food for me. It was weird. So I just thought that was yeah. I felt overly full after that. Normally, no big deal.
I was definitely aware of real food sitting in my belly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for sharing, and if somebody decides to do it at another time, we're here to support, or if questions, ask us. So getting into the excavation questions for week 4, we're going to kind of go in reverse, but just a couple of group shares on number 3. Do I really give myself enough time to relax and restore myself, and how can I carve out more time for this? So just a couple brief, did you notice anything this week, or I don't give myself enough time? I know for me, I took Awaken and Unwind with Lena on Wednesday, and I definitely don't give myself enough time to do something like that, because the way I felt at the end. Because I feel like if I have time to practice, it needs to be power, sweat, whatever. And I felt euphoric afterwards. So, anybody?
Hey, I don't give myself enough time to rest and relax. And I notice that even when I am I'm gonna just rest, I'm doing something. I'm reading, or I'm taking notes, or I'm organizing or something. So I want to just take 24 hours and not do anything. Just meditate and eat and just whatever. But I don't give myself any time to rest, even though I have a story that I do.
Because you teach a restorative class.
Yeah, but I'm teaching that. That's not restorative really for me.
Right.
So it's all the stuff that I do is under the guise of being restorative, and it's calming and it's nice, but it's not actually rest, doing nothing. It's really hard for me to do.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. A massage and then nap 24 hours.
Yeah. Let us know about that.
I will. That's my.
But are we supposed to be really just not, I guess it's relative to what we
think, right? If we think taking care of ourselves is resting and not doing anything, or whether it is doing something like playing golf or taking a yoga class or whatnot, right? So,
What is restore? And so it's like, what, taking whatever that means for you. Like I saw you walking the golf course. I'm sure that restores your soul in some way.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I did that.
that's a good point. Yeah. Yes.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I go through phases of it. So I think recently I've been pretty good about taking care of myself. But like in the fall, I'm planning on taking some more college courses and not stopping anything, which I don't know how I'm gonna keep teaching 3 classes a week and working a full-time job and then add in like more. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And I know I can. And by the time I get there, I'm gonna figure like something's gotta give. And I think that's a pattern that happens over and over again in my life, is I just try and pile more stuff on, and then like I break, and I have to be like, oh well, that's why. And then I'll have a few months where I'm really doing a good job and resting like as much as I need to. Yeah, I don't know. So I just had some awareness thinking about that because I was registering for classes this week too. So I was just like, oh shit, there we go.
Yeah. I know. And it's said in the book, like, when you think you don't have time for it, it's when you need it. Yeah. Thank you. Well, unless someone has a burning share regarding that, we're gonna do partner shares first. And what we're gonna do is question 1 and question 2 from your excavation questions. And so number 1 is, what excess baggage am I carrying around with me? What thoughts, feelings, worries, or past situations am I clinging to that drain me? That's real, y'all. And number 2, what do I need most to let go of? What are the things that I would be relieved to finally release? Anger towards someone in my life, stress about money, fears that arose from a past negative experience. So what we're going to do is you're going to get with a partner, and you're going to share about 4 minutes each. You'll go through your question, your answers to 1 and 2, and listen. What's the word I'm looking for? Actively listen to your partner. Again, like not trying to like give them a bunch of advice or anything like that. You're going to listen, and then you'll switch. So about 8 minutes total for this, and then we'll come back. And yeah, so we'll find a partner first, and if you don't have one, let me know. Yeah, maybe someone near you, maybe someone you haven't been with before, or who cares? I don't care. Take about 30 seconds to wrap up. 30 seconds to wrap up. Alright. Good job. Yeah, like your partner, you need to. Yeah, that's great. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Man. Who wants to share, whether it's sharing what you're carrying around with me or what you most need to let go of, or who's the soul that wants to share? Yes.
I am Becca, and I need to let go of habits. I need to put in place new habits. And we were sharing, or whenever it was my turn to share, sleep is a big thing for me. I don't get enough of it. Wake up super early, and one of the habits that I need to change is just getting like the appropriate amount of sleep at night, and not getting up at 5 and going to bed at 11 at night. Because reading papers or spending time with my fiance, or I'm not gonna lie, scrolling through social media, like there's just random shit that I need to stop. And
Okay. We're about to break this down.
Oh, okay.
So, like overtime.
Yes.
So this is one of my, I'll admit, like I get resistant to this stuff when it comes up. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. But, so what would you say one of your biggest habits is that you need to let go of?
Drinking coffee to be awake during the day because I don't get enough sleep. Or going to bed. No, more importantly, just going to bed, detaching, and saying 9 o'clock.
So like lack of sleep, is that something that you kind of need to give up, I guess?
Yes.
Look at that. So, I never make A's like that. I'm not sure why you're saying that. Whatever. So lack of sleep. All right. So now we're gonna look at. This stuff blows my mind sometimes, but we're gonna look at the cost and the payoff. So for you, lack of sleep, it's costing you something, and it's also a payoff in some ways.
Okay.
I don't know if this is making sense yet, but it will. So, what is a cost of not sleeping?
A cost would be not being.
You know what? I'm gonna use purple. I was gonna give brown and do, but well, no, I'm gonna use it. We're gonna repurpose you. It's fine. Okay, costs.
For instance, a cost of lack of sleep. So if my alarm clock goes off at 4:30 and school's over at 3, like a lot of times it's easy for me to go on to my body and say, I'm just too tired. I'm gonna cancel my yoga class.
So you're okay.
Hold on.
That would be so. That's a payoff, like
Okay, I got it.
an excuse to not.
An excuse to not. So cost would be.
Oh, well, it doesn't work. Next time, we'll get brown for you. Okay. So it gives you an excuse
Yeah.
for your lack of sleep. Let's go back to the cost, but we'll keep that. What is it costing you?
Like what?
So I'm guessing you're tired.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So
Exhausted.
probably are you irritable when you wake up in the morning?
Yes.
So
Lack of sleep. Hungry.
costing you connection with your fiance.
Yes.
Would that be
Yes.
fair? I guess. Connection.
And other people, like at work. I spend
Yeah,
time
just
with
connection.
people at work.
Period. Because like when you're at work, I'm sure that you're so tired. You're like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you got the energy or whatever.
Right.
All right. What else is it costing you?
It's costing me just time. It's costing me time, like valuable time with people, like with the community.
Quality time.
Quality time, yes. Because I isolate myself because I'm irritable and I'm making excuses, and then I think if I'm by myself after I cancel my yoga class, then that would be much better than just pushing through and going, I guess.
What's another payoff of your
Um,
lack of sleep?
another payoff would be lack of sleep. Would, because of my lack of sleep, then probably.
Or yeah, like this is a habit that you created for some reason, so it must be a payoff in some way.
I did too. I think I did like. I totally think I'm like totally getting these backwards.
No, it's okay.
Being up later in the evening, because Frank, he has a much different schedule than me. So I think that by spending quality time with him in the evening, by me staying up, which isn't really quality if I'm irritable, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
What time?
Yeah. Stay up late.
Or all the time with your.
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah. Good. So, yeah.
I mean, I feel like.
And there's some sort of comfort that you must be, because sometimes, like, even though, like,
Zoning out.
yeah, like, it's easy for you. Like, breaking this habit would be hard, so the payoff is that you don't have to.
Right. Yeah.
Natalie, do you want to say something?
Well, that just made me think, like, I do the same kind of thing. Like, I'll just lay in my bed, like, I'll be ready to go to sleep, but I just, which it's not a good habit, it's like sort of issue, but like, I just love to like sit there, lay in my bed and like look at my phone, and I feel like, oh, I'm relaxing. Like, this is like me time. I'm giving myself, but it's like, no, you should put your phone down and go to sleep. That's what you need. So like that payoff of like feeling like I'm doing something good, or not good for myself, but like I don't know. I like it. Like looking at it and feeling like I'm relaxed. Even though it's not. Yeah.
And again, just a present, it's not, nobody's saying this is bad. You know, like, you know, it's just something to notice. Who else has, like something that they need to let go of, or excess baggage?
Like negative self-talk.
Okay.
Like this
stories, like I'm not worthy type stuff.
Okay, so what is the cost of your negative self-talk?
Well, I guess it costs in a way like opportunities or
Like I mean, you're not
the
good
fear,
enough.
the fear will be like, oh, I'm not doing that.
Y'all relate to that? Yeah. Opportunity. What else? What other costs? When you speak negatively to yourself.
I'm sure there are more, I just can't think. There's a million more, I just can't think.
It's costing you, I'm guessing, what, peace?
Yes, oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
It creates like just a storm in my head.
I think we all probably could contribute to this in some way. Anybody else? What's that? The moment.
Yes, oh,
Boom! Getting centered. Yeah, the moment. Which is
self-esteem,
confidence. Confidence. I can't spell. Y'all know. Y'all know what I'm doing here. Authenticity. Yeah. Like the whole taking care of yourself. If you're here, like you don't deserve it.
or ability to love others.
Love. It's costing you love. And like this could be written, you can probably see this back up, like lack of sleep is costing you love.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
myself.
So what's the payoff though with negative self-talk?
Stay safe.
Comfort zone.
Safe. Oh, you feel safe because you're not good enough, so you just stay right where you are. You know? Yeah, like they're here. You wouldn't have gotten that job anyway, so you're safe. Yeah. Less heartache. We've all done that with relationships. Like keep yourself safe.
Yeah, isolation, which you think can be helpful, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to relearn the behavior. You can just spend an energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
It's sort of the
less,
same thing.
Maybe even pity.
there's less uncertainty.
Yeah. I don't want to get to what you said. You don't have to
Yeah.
energy conservation.
Yeah, right. That's-
Yeah.
that's-
Energy conservation. And what did you say, Jess?
Less uncertainty.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, you're sure.
You know what's gonna happen.
For 40 years. Well, that's true though. For 40 years, I knew that I was less than, so I wouldn't like go, it's just, I'm pretty certain about that. I'm short, so less than, whatever. This was my life uncertainty. Y'all. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Although
Y'all
it does
getting
give
it?
it more uncertainty, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not cognitively that.
Sure.
It's stupid.
Sure. So do this. Pick like 2 or 3 things that you just shared, and in your journal, write them on the left-hand side, and then have a cost and payoff. Yeah, just pick 2 or 3. Take the next like 3 minutes, and just journal that. And if you get stuck, feel free to raise your hand or ask me to come over. I love those. Take around 30 seconds. Yeah, and you guys can do this more on your own, share it with people if you want, your team or your small groups. I know for me, this is something that I use a lot, like in the moment. You know, like when I start to feel resentful, like, okay, like the payoff most of the time is I get to be right. You know what I mean? Like the negative self-talk or whatever I'm judging the other person for, like I get to be right. But it's costing me so much. And I'm like, is it worth? You know, like, is me being right worth losing love and connection? Usually it's no. If I'm really present and honest, it's usually no. So, yeah, thank you guys for doing that, for sharing. So, real quick question. If we go like 3 to 4 minutes over, is anybody like a hard I have to leave, peel out of here at 3. Okay, cool. Thank you. So we're going to set up for meditation. So the good news is you're going to get about 15 minutes of meditation in for your practice today. So find a comfortable seat. Jess Janisco, our resident yoga and life guru, is going to be sharing a meditation with you guys. So are you okay if you're against the wall?
I was gonna say, yeah, make yourself as comfortable as possible.
So if you want to, let's go ahead and do this, like, against the wall somewhere, like make that okay for today. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yep. And I'll just get right here next to our house.
Just, yes, you said we can lay down.
Oh, yeah. Get comfortable. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to presence that. You can lay down. Yay. You can put your legs up the wall and get comfortable. Get comfortable. If you need an extra blanket, grab a blanket. Alright. It's not a small party, but it's close to mine. Yeah, so first of all, thank you, Jess, for offering to do this meditation for us. Thank you, Jess. Everyone. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. And I'm going to turn it over to Jess. If you guys can give her your attention, that'd be great.
And yeah, you can give your attention. You can lay there, it's fine. So a little disclaimer, I have been practicing yoga and mindfulness for like 9 years. And mindfulness, I have some trainings in, a bunch of them. And I practice every day. I sit for an hour and go on like long silent sittings and stuff. So I'm not telling you that because I want to pause or smoke break. What
just a big one.
Just so you can know that I've done this before. And so I've also, you just feel like you can maybe feel safe and trust me with this process because it's opening. It's a forgiveness practice. So yeah. So forgiveness really, one of the main things that they say about it is that it's actually radical compassion because in order to get there, you have to feel a lot of things. Forgiveness doesn't just happen like this, it's a process of healing. Cheryl Stray says it's not the pretty dude that's laying next to you on the beach that's shirtless. It's the really big, sweaty dude that you have to push up a hill. And it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of patience and it can't be forced, but you can be willing to do it. And it's really just releasing the armor around your heart, which doesn't mean that you're condoning the behaviors of others. And it doesn't mean that you have to go back to that relationship in the same way. You can set boundaries and take the wisdom with you, but it just means that you're not closing your heart off to people, which in the long run benefits us. So, let's see. All that to say, let's get started. So, some of you already have your eyes closed. You can begin by closing your eyes. If that's not comfortable for you for whatever reason, just steady your eye gaze down on the ground below you. And just begin by bringing the attention to the breath. And as yogis, you may find yourself wanting to manipulate the breathing, but I'm just asking you to pay attention to it. And as you sink into a little bit more stillness, you may find some areas of obvious tension, and if that's there, you can just relax those areas. And if something does not want to relax, just see how relaxing your relationship to that. And bringing the attention to the region of the heart and seeing about just relaxing the heart. And then breath into the heart and out of the heart. The first part of this practice is reflecting on the harm that we have caused another. So calling to mind the vision of somebody that you have caused harm, that you would like to ask for forgiveness. It can be currently or from the past, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. And calling their face to mind. What was the pain that you caused them? Did they feel judged or rejected, shamed, ignored, or abandoned? What must this have been like for them? So seeing them and feeling into their pain. If you notice any resistance or barriers coming up inside of you, letting those be okay. While you're holding their pain here in your heart, mentally, quietly, whispering their name and repeating, I see and feel the pain I have caused you. I ask for your forgiveness. Please forgive me. And again, holding their pain, seeing their hurt, whispering their name and saying, I see and feel the pain I have caused you. I ask for your forgiveness. Please forgive me. Maybe the person may not forgive you. Maybe the situation will never change. And see if you can feel into the possibility of what it would feel like to be forgiven. To be completely forgiven, what would that feel like? Now letting go of this person will call to the next step, which is forgiveness for yourself. And so call to mind a situation or an event, maybe where you have caused harm. Where in your life are you judging yourself or not forgiving yourself? And just see into this behavior, see into the pain that is here, the judgment or the shame that you have. Just feeling into this. And now imagining that you're looking at this behavior through the eyes of somebody that loves you and sees your goodness. And with these eyes of perspective, inquiring into understanding what caused you to act in these ways. What fear or hurt or confusion were you feeling that caused or causes this behavior? Where is the vulnerability? And looking at this tender place, this vulnerable place, saying to yourself, I see the way I have caused hurt to myself, and I forgive myself now. I see the way I have caused hurt to myself or others, and I forgive myself now. Letting it be okay if there's any doubt or resistance here. Just noticing this and holding this with compassion as well. I am forgiven. I am forgiven. Moving to the last and final step here, forgiveness for others. And so call into mind a place or a situation, either past or currently, where you have felt hurt, betrayed, rejected, misunderstood, abandoned. So holding this person and situation in mind, allow yourself to feel the anger here, or the judgment, or the blame. Noticing the hardening around your heart when this person or situation is called to mind. And then asking with curiosity, what has caused this response? And you can allow the person or situation to fall away and give your attention now to what's under the anger or the blame or the judgment. If you are unable to feel those things, what would you have to feel? Rejection, grief, shame, loneliness. Fear, confusion. And holding this place with kind attention, breathing into it. If it helps to call on somebody that you love to help you hold this, using the universal love to just bring tenderness to this pain, vulnerable place. And if it helps to put your hand on the heart, feel this and breathe into this pain. This is allowed to be here. And then asking, what does this place need? What did it need in that time when it was so hurt? Did it need care and love? Did it need acceptance and understanding? A sense of belonging or safety? And seeing about offering this quality to this hurt place. Breathing with the pain. And then resting in this loving presence, holding your pain here, protecting your own heart, calling back to mind the person that has hurt you in the situation that's caused harm. Seeing that this person is too human with vulnerabilities and fears and hurt. And that the suffering that they've caused you is likely from their own suffering. And then mentally, quietly looking at them, saying their name, and repeating, I see and feel the pain you have caused me, and I forgive you now. And if not ready to forgive, it is my intention to forgive you. It is my heart's intention to forgive you. And again, I see and feel the pain you have caused me, and I forgive you now. And if not ready to forgive, it is my heart's intention to forgive you. And then letting all ideas of forgiveness drop away. Noticing if there is any kind of judgment around whether or not you did this correctly or how it went. And just noticing that. And then bringing the attention back into the room by listening to the sounds that you hear around you. And as you're ready, opening your eyes. Thank you. Jess.
If they're not there already, make their way to the edges of the room. We'll circle up real quick. Wait. So, any shares after that, or something that came up because of what we did before that, or anything you would like to share? I thought you were just so ready. Yeah,
I just want to see it.
That's it. No. All right. Give me a little chance.
Just, I know I shared a few weeks ago about having a resentment toward my sister, and I've felt that just really deep inside for so long, and I did. Thank you, Jess, for guiding us to be able to say that, because I did. I said, Kendra, I recognize that pain, but I forgive you. That helped so much. And, of course, it's not back to normal, but that was a major step. And I've never allowed myself to say that aloud. I just said it aloud, but in my head, and that's, thank you. It's the start of some major healing. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. It's very courageous to not only do that, but also share that with us. So thank you.
I'll share. I'm Olivia. I just got sick to my stomach thinking about the pain I caused my sister. And I don't get along with her, but it makes me sick to think that I hurt her so much. So feeling that actually helped me because I don't ever want to hurt anybody like that. So thank you, Jess, for taking us through that. It was also very relaxing. I very much enjoyed that.
Thank you, Olivia. Yeah. I get that.
A realization I had during the process was particular instances of very selfish behavior, and being more aware of that than before.
Can I just say one thing? One, that phrase, the only way out is through, right? It applies here. And, when we're looking at forgiving ourselves for actions, it's easy to get really caught up in like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or oh, whatever. And that's why that portion of like seeing yourself through the eyes of a very compassionate person, because there's pain in you or suffering in you or confusion within you that it causes those things. So, adding more judgment to the situation often does more harm than good. So if you can, lots of grace and understanding. And if you're like, well, I don't really know why or how or what, that's an opportunity for more inquiry.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up or it's not helpful.
Definitely had never done that before, the switch to seeing whatever I did through the eyes of someone that loves me and how different that looks. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a lot of difficulty with that. Because same sisters are our theme here. But like my sister's behavior is like to a lot of people in our family, it's just nonsensical. And so I could sit and say like, I know that I've caused her pain, but I don't really understand like how. And so I don't know, it was just, it was really interesting to like sit with that and try and like really try and put myself there and really try and be like, okay, well, Desiree, probably that time you called her a bitch on the phone was painful. But like, but there's more that comes before that like built up to that moment. And there's so much more there that I guess needs to, like you said, it's an opportunity for inquiry because there's so much more that like I can look at beyond, like some moment that sticks out as really painful because there's, like tons and tons of conversations and history that comes before that. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Unless there's another burning share, let's do a quick acknowledgement and give ups. I'll start by acknowledging each of you, those of you who either shared out loud or just somehow through this process shared something that was uncomfortable. It takes a lot of courage, and so I acknowledge you for that. And for showing up here on a weekly basis, when, like I said earlier, you could be doing numerous other things. So, thank you.
guess I'll acknowledge the benefit of the daily yoga practice. Yeah, it's life changing. So it's really good.
Thank you, Ryan.
I'll acknowledge Courtney and Becca for always just being so vulnerable and willing to share their hearts with me because it gives me space to share it back. I love you guys so much.
Who else? Come on.
Lauren, I acknowledge you for leading solo today.
Thank you.
I give up fear of change and I acknowledge being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable can be a good thing.
So what do you commit to?
I
Say your give up and then I commit to.
I give up fear and I commit to change.
Three more.
I give up anger. I commit to peace.
Yeah.
I give up comparing myself to others and I commit to accepting myself as I am.
Yeah.
I give up overscheduling and commit to healing.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Just real quick, thank you for your patience and allowing us to go over. Thank you, Jess. So this week is on centering. It's a 75-minute yoga practice, 25-minute meditation, which we just got in about 15, I think, something like that. Balancing diet. I just wrote down to be grounded means to be in a deep, still place. So concentrate on grounding. It talks about high mineral foods because minerals are of the earth, and it's Earth Day. They're quite literally grounding. So feed your foundation. So like fish, nuts. I love potatoes. So root vegetables. Always say I eat French fries to get grounded. So yeah, answer excavation questions, and in your practice this week, just like make it a practice of awareness. Like when you're checking out, like when you wake up, what a gift, and come back to your center. Yeah. So thank you guys. Enjoy your week. Check in with your small groups. Stay connected. I know it's like that home stretch where you kind of tend to want to check out a little bit. Come back. That's what this practice is. Yeah. Cool. Thank you guys. Thank you very
I know for sure we have
Yes, actually. I'll take one of those.
Thanks, please.
Just find me or emails. Because I don't know when we pay for it. Because we have. Let me find that. Okay. No. I need you all your things. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I'm glad I thought you find this the first week.
We get like weekly time anyway, so I would love to. Yeah.
Just thank you. So appreciate it. Jess.
What's that? That was a question. I just really. Thank you for that. Sure. I was telling the girl that the lack of sleep and calm thoughts silence my mind. Yeah, I felt like I could. That's good. I was like, no, I'm dead.